Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? Guys, it's time for the lion bear to attack. Um, I really don't know what's going to pop off in this show for the better, and to see the whole flooding and everything this week was relatively weird, but at the same time, more than thankful for it. I'm super happy for it. We got to see some ladies in some interesting clothing, or no clothing, I can say. And we really got to see the best character finally and truly shine through the darkness and become the light, the sloth. The Sloth Girl is by far, hands down, the best character in this and whole entire show. Don't come at me in the comments section. Yes, I'm talking about to you, little Bobby, who is typing right now. The Sloth is the best, okay? And I can tell you why. Not only does she have dreams of things she wants to do that usually isn't even possible for her species, but she's learning that she can express herself any way, shape, or form because of the people around her, because of the people who give her the opportunity to do so. So now we're getting to a point where she's throwing herself at harm's way just to make sure someone else doesn't end up hurt, right? Or end up dying. So not only is she becoming one of my favorite characters in this show, she also has heart and spirit, and she's just doing whatever she can to try to better other people when she's in a position where she can barely move. Like they had to turn the episode into like 16 times speed or 6 times speed just because they handed the sloth girl a book and then she was going to hand that book over. It was so slow moving that they fast forwarded the episode. She jumps in the way of this new girl who's, if she gets too stressed, she actually hits herself so hard in the head she tries to KO herself. So we have that going on. And she knows exactly what it feels like to just go on that verge of the bright light, right? And so it's one of those moments where you're just like, okay, this is the perfect match. This is her time to shine. If anyone's gone through some crazy stuff and had their had the halo pop over their head more than once, it's the sloth girl, okay? She knows what to do, and she did, but at the same time, she's just so slow. The equivalent of her slowness is her trying to pretty much slap somebody coming off as a face rub, right? Like her raising her hand up to you, pressing against your face, and then stopping could be considered a lot of things. A slap was the funniest one out of all of those things. So I'm just like, okay, so she barely touched you and you knew it was a slap somehow, which was the right thing for the sloth girl to do. You can't just be trying to take yourself out all the time, even if it is your instincts. You got to be stronger than them. And that's another reason why I really enjoyed her character, or the growth of her character is just how much she's changing as a whole, and I didn't even think she would be capable of changing others. The rest of this episode is really just lived through the naked mole rat and her pretty much being in our main guy's room, and of course her being a naked mole rat, uh, she doesn't like having clothes. So for her to even be in a bra and underwear when he first walks in, I feel like he was kind of lucky there, because we see how quickly she wanted to become even more comfortable when she actually probably really walks around when school hours are down. Because people could go to her student council room to talk to her, actually, which we never actually seen until they get flooded and she moves up, which Even maybe the animals were too big to go underground sometimes. I mean, there's a full human-sized like woman that was living underground, so it shouldn't be no problem, right? Or multiple. One in both human rooms got like a rat of some sort in their room, which is funny. Um, but yeah, I really did think this show deserves like a lot more credit than it does. I mean, we had our bear lion go to some alpaca, go to the deer girl's family and pretty much tell him like, I have no lionhood. I am whatever your daughter wants me to be. And then he's like, okay, you could be with our daughter under one condition. You gotta do a alpaca tournament. Like, what is that gonna prove, bro? You just want a situation where he could eat some weird deer food, non-meat, and see if he actually goes through with it or something. The parents were up to something against my lion homie, and I don't know if they're lying on him. No, I'll stop. I really do think a lot of things are gonna come out of this show funny, uh, crazy, and most likely over the top. But regardless of all that, I'm looking forward to it because I need a show where I could just laugh, go with the flow. I mean, even the panda this week was feeling some type of way because supposedly her looks and her voice was the reason why someone was absolutely stressed out and knocking themselves out. So to see her wearing a ski mask just to try to give the impression that this is what she had to do to not stress the person out, and she's like, see, it's not me, it's you guys. It's like, do you see the lengths you have to go to not stress this person out? You gotta wear a ski mask over your face so they can't get stressed out. Yo, if you aren't watching this show, please go and watch it. I know there's other hundreds of shows out there that probably do comedy even better than this show does in anime. But I just think that these animals, this time period, and with everything that's going on right now, it's so nice just to have a different take on the speed of stuff because I think Pet itself is one of the most messed up shows I've seen in a while that feels like I don't know everything that's going to happen, but I already feel like there's a good chance the worst is going to happen. So, all that being said, everybody, have an amazing one. I am your boy, the Anime G, and watch the bear lion make a call because he's got to call his alpaca girlfriend. But with all that being said, everybody, take care and peace.